Yes, my people, welcome back to EMGM Sports. I'm your boy Enzo. How's everyone doing? I hope you're all doing well, man. Listen, big up to everyone who's been supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. We are on the road to 600 subs. So you know what to do. You know what to do to get us there, man. Like the video, share the video, drop a comment. And if you're new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe, because that's how you're going to help us to grow, man. That's how you help with the algorithm on YouTube, do you know what I mean? And you boost us all the way up to the top, you know what I mean? So go ahead and do that. I really appreciate it. Now, let's talk Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev. Their fight, was almost a week ago now, innit? Last Saturday in Riyadh. Crazy fight, fantastic fight, highly skilled, do you know what I mean? Just exactly what we was expecting. Obviously, both fighters, for me, threw more punches. They were more aggressive. The pace of the fight was fought at a very high intensity pace. Do you know what I mean? Something that we probably thought Dmitry Bivol had to do. Do you know what I mean? He had to speed it up a bit, throw way more punches than he did the last time. Do you know what I mean? And Bivol, for me, he did exactly that. And Artur Beterbiev, listen, he's elite. He did exactly that as well. He did fantastic. Both guys did really well in the fight. It was a crazy, fantastic fight. I really enjoyed it. But you know what? Some people are saying that it was a robbery. Some people are saying that Artur Beterbiev was robbed. I'm like, what? Artur Beterbiev robbed? Nah, man, come on, guys. Let's not be silly, man. Listen, if people say to me, Enzo, it was a close fight, yes, I get it. It was a close fight. Do you know what I mean? But for me, Bivol did enough to win it clearly. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it's even but or maybe that round or a swing round gave it to Bivol. Now, for me, Bivol, I gave Bivol 3 rounds, man. Do you know what I mean? And some of the judges backed me up on that. I gave Bivol 3 rounds, even 4 rounds. Do you know what I mean? There were some like swing rounds in there that I gave Bivol because I thought like Bivol did just enough. Do you know what I mean? During the round to win them. You know what I mean? But I went online, I was on TikTok live and was talking boxing with fans, and to my surprise, a lot of fans were actually saying that it was a robbery. Do you know what I mean? They were saying that, yo, no, Beterbiev got robbed. Just like the first time when Beterbiev won, Bivol fans were saying, oh, Bivol got robbed. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, guys, come on, can we just enjoy the fights? Can we just just appreciate and respect these fighters? 2 great fighters here that are fighting in our era. Let's just appreciate them, like, and just enjoy them while they're here. Do you know what I mean? We're gonna get a trilogy that's gonna happen to decide it once and for all. But saying it's a robbery, I don't agree with that. I'm not with that, man. I feel like the mistakes that Dmitry Bivol did in the first fight, like for example, in the last in the last 3 rounds, like from let's say round 10 to 12, like he backed off too much, way too much. Maybe his corner told him that, yo, you're winning, just don't get knocked out. Like Bivol just took his foot off the pedal, backed off, and Artur Beterbiev came on strong, and he was letting his punches go. Do you know what I mean? But this time, Bivol learned from it. Bivol threw way more punches than he did in the first fight, including power punches and more jabs. And do you know what I mean? And what he didn't do this second fight is in round 10 to 12, he did not back away, man. Yes, he was kind of fighting in the back full. Yes, Artur Beterbiev was still the guy coming forward, controlling the ring generalship and all that. But Bivol was not just backing off and not doing nothing. He was backing off and letting his hands go. Come on, go back and rewatch the fight. I've watched the fight twice, and I still score it for Dmitry Bivol. That was not a robbery. Come on, guys. Let's be fair sometimes. Let's watch the fight and let's be fair. Just because you're a fan of Bivol or you're a fan of Beterbiev doesn't mean that you have to back your fight all the way. Do you know what I mean? Like, just admit, yo, it was a good fight. You can say it's a close fight. Both guys are highly skilled, elite fighters. It's always going to be competitive. Do you know what I mean? But I don't think that was never a robbery. Like, what do you think? Was that a robbery? I'm asking everyone. I'm asking Bivol fans. I'm asking Beterbiev fans. I'm asking neutrals. Like, let me know in the comments if you think that was a robbery, because I don't. I don't see how that was a robbery. It was never a robbery. It was a close, competitive fight. 2 elite guys going at each other, like I said, yeah. But it wasn't a robbery. So what I would do, yeah, to help us a little bit, I'm gonna read out the numbers. Do you know what I mean? Let's go to the numbers. Let's go to the stats. Like what the stats do. The stats don't tell the whole story, but the stats, like, they kind of give us an overview, innit? Do you know what I mean? Of what actually happened in the fight. Who threw more punches, power punches, jabs, etc., etc. Let's look at that. And I know that's not the end and be all when it comes to the stats. Some people say, yo, but Enzo, stats can be skewed and all that. You have to watch the fight live and judge you with your eyes. Listen, I do both, innit? I judge you with my eyes and I judge you with the stats as well. Do you know what I mean? And it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean like if someone threw more punches, that means the punches were more effective or they won the fight. Nah, but if someone throws way more punches and the punches are landing and they're effective, for me, they've won the fight. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So we're going to go to CompuBox. Do you know what I mean? We're going to check out these numbers and you can see these numbers as well. You're for yourself. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to leave the link below in the description here for you to go and check out these stats yourself if you haven't seen it yet. I know a lot of you hardcore boxers, you've probably looked at it already, but this is just for anyone that hasn't seen the numbers, they're interested in the numbers. Do you know what I mean? Here we go. I'm going to read out the numbers. Do you know what I mean? So you can make up your own mind of what you think. So let's look at total number of punches landed. Yeah, so we're going to start with Artur Beterbiev. Artur Beterbiev landed 121 punches out of 666. So he threw 600 sorry, let me start again. Artur Beterbiev threw 688 punches and he landed 121 punches. Yeah. When it comes to jabs, Artur Beterbiev threw 426 jabs and he landed 43. So he landed 43 jabs out of 426 jabs. Let's look at the power punches for Artur Beterbiev. So Artur Beterbiev threw 262 power punches and he landed 78. Yeah, so these are the numbers for Artur Beterbiev. Now let's go to Dmitry Bivol. So total punches thrown for Dmitry Bivol, 547 punches. Yeah, so he threw less punches than Artur Beterbiev in the whole fight, but let's see how many he landed. So out of 547 punches for Dmitry Bivol, he landed 170. So already he threw less, but he landed at a higher percentage than Artur Beterbiev. Let's go now to the jabs. Dmitry Bivol threw 344 jabs and he landed 85 jabs. Do you know what I mean? So again, Dmitry Bivol threw less jabs than than Artur Beterbiev, but he landed at a higher percentage jabs than Artur Beterbiev at the same time. Do you know what I mean? When it comes to power punches for Dmitry Bivol, power punches, he threw 213 power punches and he landed 85. So when it comes to like the numbers on the power punches, they're not that far off. Bivol obviously threw less, but out of the punches that he threw, he landed at a higher percentage than Artur Beterbiev did with his power punches. Do you know what I mean? So overall, looking at the numbers, and like I said, I want to leave the stats. You can check out, the link is in the description. You can click on it and go check it out for yourselves. Overall, Artur Beterbiev punches were more effective. Do you know what I mean? He was landing at a higher percentage and they were more effective than Artur Beterbiev. I think that's what the judges were looking at. Me looking at those numbers and also going back to what I saw with my own eyes when I was watching the fight live. For me, I give the victory to Dmitry Bivol. It doesn't mean that Artur Beterbiev was rubbish in the fight or shit, it was crap. No, that's not what I'm saying. Artur Beterbiev did great. For someone that's 41 years old, 40 years, 40, what is it, 41 or 40? Yeah, 40 years old, Artur Beterbiev, yeah, bruv. Like, the intensity that he came out with in the first, 4 rounds was crazy. And I was always asking myself the question, like, can he keep this up? He couldn't. That's why he lost all the middle rounds. Do you know what I mean? Now, after the 5th, like, his intensity dropped because it's understandable. Beterbiev is 40. Do you know what I mean? Father time catches up to everyone. So he wasn't going to maintain that level of intensiveness. He wasn't going to sustain it. It was impossible, no matter how good it is. Do you know what I mean? And what Dmitry Bivol did good this time, he kept up. He kept up that pace with Artur Beterbiev, and he took it to the next level. He upped the pace again towards the end of the fight, which Artur Beterbiev just couldn't keep up with. He just couldn't keep up with it. And I can hear the corner, you know what I mean? In between the rounds, you can hear the corner of Artur Beterbiev telling him, yo, you need to throw more. When you're getting close, you need to throw those bombs. Don't just stand in front of him, which was what Artur Beterbiev was doing. Do you know what I mean? So for me, looking at the stats, the punches thrown, looking at the fight with my own eyes from what I saw, never a robbery. It wasn't a robbery. Another fantastic fight, close fight, but I had Bivol clearly winning the fight. There's no controversy, none of that. Do you know what I mean? But I can understand from fans' perspective. Now, the Artur Beterbiev fans, they're all saying, oh, it was a robbery. Bivol fans are saying he won. Me, as a guy, as a fan that just loves boxing overall, I have no dog in these fights. I love both guys. For me, I have to be fair, honest, and real to myself. Artur Beterbiev won that fight. Do you know what I mean? But if you think it was a robbery, drop it down in the comments and let me know why you think it was a robbery. Because it wasn't. Do you know what I mean? But let me know in the comments. Let's have that conversation. Let's engage. I'll really appreciate that. But listen, I'm looking forward to the rematch, man. I mean, trilogy. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be fantastic. Do you know what I mean? I'm really looking forward to that. And I think that should be the next fight. I don't want them to have a break. Artur Beterbiev is 41 years old. He doesn't need another break. Go straight back in there. Let's resolve this once and for all and close this chapter. May the best man win in the next fight. But you know me, I'll be back with another fight breakdown whenever they announce that. Do you know what I mean? But listen, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching EMGM Sports. I'll be back with another one real soon. Until then, stay blessed. Peace.